What in the interest of justice? What in the redaction rights is going on? Good morning, good afternoon, good night, and welcome to the early morning hustle show, where I'm here to test your patience and your intelligence. So let's tap in. So we're gonna jump in with the YSL motion. So the what do you call it? The transcript from the ex parte meeting. So first off, go watch this video. She read it to you. You don't even have to read it. That's her tag. Go watch this video. You can watch it before or you can watch it after this. But y'all, just listening to this, reading this, somebody's in real big trouble. It was, first off, the moment that he talked about his lawyer, that they should have stopped talking to him, because you have a right to legal counsel, and I don't give a fuck who it is. You got a right to legal counsel, and as a judge who has once been an attorney, because in order to become a judge, you have to have been an attorney. You know that you're not supposed to talk to a witness or somebody without their counsel present. And here it's he say, she say. So Woody is saying that, you know, my attorney wasn't present and I hadn't talked to him. And the prosecutor is essentially saying that you said you didn't have an attorney and that this guy wasn't your attorney. She said, the prosecutor was like, yo, is that your attorney? He said no. And Woody said he ain't never say that. So even though we don't know who telling the truth, at that moment as a judge, you should have stopped the proceedings. You should have stopped the ex parte meeting. Because it was a clear indiscrepancy. It was something that could be argued. It could be an issue at a later point. Again, remember when we're talking about the game or the rule of law, we're never arguing in the present. We're never, if I'm arguing with you, I'm arguing with you 10 years down the line. And I think these people were just in the present. Also, there's no reason why opposing counsel should not have been given notice. I'm gonna tell you, this looks like clear coercion. And I thought that the idea of contempt was not punitive, and so again, if that's true, then this judge is in big trouble for abusing his power blatantly. You know what I'm saying? They were cool. They were saying, yo, if you don't testify, we're gonna put you in jail for a long time. They said indefinitely. You know what I'm saying? It was a couple things that came up in this meeting that should have caused this meeting to stop immediately. Even he asked, he said, well, look, I don't want immunity anymore. I just want to be able to testify and plead the fifth. And that's why it's important to have an attorney there, because he doesn't know what his rights are. He doesn't understand the rules of court. He doesn't understand the game of law. That's what an attorney is. The attorney is your translator. You understand what I'm saying? And it was clear that he did not want to be there, and he had no representation, and they didn't stop. So first off, I think this DA should be in trouble too. I think there is, in my Trump voice, is definitely some collusion going on here. And yeah, this whole trial just trash. And this judge is a bigot. And I think he was in collusion with the state. Or conspiracy theory. Shout out to Alicia for the conspiracy corner. This one's not by her, but the conspiracy corner is always sponsored by her. But let's think about it. What if the judge is throwing the case for YSL? What if he's acting out and being so outrageous and outlandish that there is no other point or case or option but to throw out the case and have a mistrial? Because at the end of the day, a mistrial is what they're looking for. So conspiracy thought or conspiracy theory, but just my thoughts on this. Oh, also, YSL, Woody Friend, got knocked off. Um, and Woody said, I think Woody did it. This allegedly. But that's my second conspiracy. I think Woody did it. If I did it, I'd be doing what he doing. What, you know what I'm saying? But maybe he didn't do it. Look, I don't know that guy. But you know, let's take a moment of silence for a person, for the people who lost a friend, a son, a father. All right, that's all we got for criminals, gangbangers. All right, so this happened in Charlotte, North Carolina, and it's interesting because I seen a young lady telling a story who said years ago she pulled up somewhere and she saw a little girl locked in the car when it was hot, and she was beating on the car door trying to get her out, and this woman came running out the store and said it wasn't going to happen again. She says, fast forward years later, she said she didn't say anything because the lady said she wasn't going to do it again. She said, fast forward years later, and this lady, I don't know if this, from my understanding, this young lady passed. This child died. But she died from being left in the car for 8 hours. While somebody was, for 8 hours, I'm sorry, or while her mom was working her Amazon shift. Y'all, I always say that I think that people should have a license to get pregnant. I think that you should have to take a test and be able to pass it and have reach certain financial goals in order to get pregnant. And then and only then are you allowed, like, I think men should be snipped. Then they can have their dick turned back on. So I think, like, at a young age, I don't know. But if I'm just spitballing here, at a young age, men got to have that thing turned off. And they can have it turned back on once they prove that they're a fucking adult, which will cause some other troubles, but we're not here to talk about that. Because I sincerely always wanted to be the press secretary, bitch. So everybody keeps saying Joe Biden didn't do well in this debate. I think he did well. I don't understand what they were watching. He might have had a light stroke on screen. But a lot of people are concerned about his mental capacity. I think that he has the mental capacity to push forward. I don't know if it's that, if it's my delusional belief in that, or it's just my willingness not to have Trump back in office. Because I'm sorry, I just can't vote for a man who go just lie to me for no reason. Lie to me. Don't lie to me, Trumpy Bumpy. I don't have time for that. Let me see what else in my phone. But again, I want to know how y'all felt about this. Oh, and also, yesterday I talked about the Supreme Court ruling. How do you guys feel about that? I said the word some gives me hope. Okay, guys? Some leave some things up to dispute. And the thing is, if Trump goes to jail and there is some dispute and they find out later on that some encompasses what he did, he still got to serve his time. You don't get out. You don't not follow the rules until the rule is changed. No, you have to do, it's due process. Due process is you going to jail, and then if they find out you wrong, they're wrong, they take you out of jail. Have y'all not seen any of the black men who's ever been to prison? Okay. And last but not least, we are on Tarot Testimony Tuesday. So one, what are you grateful for today? But I saw that Mercury, shout out to Candace, I can never remember her name, Candace Marie, but Mercury is going into Leo during Cancer season. Y'all, people go be talking like a Leo, but they ain't got Leo bones. They're gonna have Leo audacity. There's a lot of Leo audacity going around without real Leo courage. So I keep saying be careful what you say. And with this Saturn and Pisces energy, even though it's in retrograde, you definitely better be careful what you say, because what you say and what you think is manifesting rapidly. And I said it before and I'll say it again because it's literally that important. So I hope that you have a place of peace. I hope that you're in a place of peace, so that everything that you manifest can be peaceful and something that you want. Because also, if people who know that they can't manifest may be coming to you to try to get you to manifest for them. Don't use your powers